Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the future. I'm reminded of Conan O'Brien back in the day with the year 2000 sketch. In the year 2000. In the year 2000, people of the future will be watching Jackass Retro off an internet streaming service that he recorded live from his own home in the year 2000. I wish I had a falsetto. What's going on, Cameron? Watched your video today. Looks like you had a blast in Cincinnati. I saw also Prison to Profit mentions, first of all, he's now with what's her name, Reeds. One and two, he mentioned something about another rally coming up, and I saw you were hanging out with him. Do you know about that? Katie Reeds, that's her name. We begin all of our shows, by the way, with the signing of our thank you cards. So we're signing. In the year 2000. In the year 2000, Matt will pack up some postcards. Nice. That one I might actually try going to. What I don't want to do is just go somewhere to a different state to drink. Not that that isn't fun, but I can drink in my own state. And I'm not trying to, get on anyone's case or anything. This is for me. All right, I got a planetarium in Griffith Park, California. How much it sell for? Got a couple of California. You going to the same guy? Nope. This one sold for $3.95 free ship. Dude, I gotta tell you, I've hit my groove on postcards and listing. I am in the MFing zone. Before I pack this up, let me pop up my spreadsheet, let you guys see my progress. So I'm really trying to focus on at least getting a couple of higher dollar items in every day, focusing on my gross listing value as well as my listing count. So we're going to look at I'm going to show you May and I'm going to show you June where we're at. So May, here we go. We started at 104. I don't think I peaked over 100 the rest of the time. A lot of 40s, a lot of 20s, a lot of 40s, some 50s, 30s, 16, 15, 16. Kind of finished strong when I came back at the end of the month. I didn't fill in the last 3 days, but they were pretty light because I hurt my back and was doing more of the organization for the postcards. Here's where I'm at for this month. This day here I was finishing the postcard organization, and then boom, the next day, 128, which is my, I think, highest listing day in quite some time. 71, 98, 60, 67, 75. I'm doing these mostly without a lot of effort. I'm doing 20, 30, 40 postcards in the morning, moving on to some other item. Yesterday, I did a bunch of maps, either just creating drafts, and then once I have 30 or 40 drafts ready to go, I'll shoot those, and then usually moving back to postcards towards the end of the night. So looking at my gross listing value for the entire month of May, it really wasn't that spectacular, 15,000. So I grew the store a little bit, not as much as I want, but so far this month, I'm at 68.77 just 8 days in. That's almost halfway in a quarter of the time. Halfway on the listings, halfway on the value. So I'm really trying to get 20K gross listing value this month. And really, if I can do more, that's going to be awesome. It's a challenge because I'm not listing the cream of the crop right now. I'm listing my backstock of postcards that previously were not valuable enough for me to list and only are now. So the $3, the $4, the $5 value cards that before didn't make any sense to list because I didn't make any money on them, I'm listing now. And so a lot of those are also selling. So I'm both, listing and selling a lot of lower value cards, which is fine. Long run, this is just going to be uptick, right? And down the road, as postcards come in, I'll be listing a mix of the high value and the low value ones. So, that's going to eventually sort of balance itself out. But for the time being, this is just kind of like, which is why I'm trying to, mix it up as much as possible, listing some higher and lower value items rather than just blasting through postcards, which if that's all I was doing, I'd probably not be selling much of anything. I'd be selling a lot, but they'd be all low value stuff. So I forgot to show this one. It is another linen postcard of the California Municipal Auditorium. $2.95. I do have around $200 in unpaid items right now, which is frustrating. Some of those are Cameron, I am almost sold through those Disney World postcards. Let your wife know. I say thank you, because they've been basically like $7-8 a piece pretty consistently. And one of my unpaid items currently is 5 of them going out to the same person who hasn't paid yet. So this is Estes Park, Colorado, Elkhorn Avenue. It's a bird's eye view. That's a chrome postcard. Chrome. Kind of looks like a picture, but it's not printed on photographic paper. It's a high quality print process, right? Like a magazine or I don't know. It's just a modern printing process. Again, not big money. It had writing on the front of the card, and it wasn't an uncommon one by any means, but it sold quickly. So I'm happy to get what I got. I got $2.95 free ship. So on these $2.95 ones, honestly, I'm making $1. After my cost of materials, my cost of postage, my cost of the transaction fee, the cost of everything, about $1. Now, when I'm able to reduce my weight, that's going to go up to about $1.50. I'm making a little more than $1 right now, but it'll be around $1.50 once I can cut down the weight of the postcards that I'm shipping. So when I get some smaller envelopes and I can get this down to under 3 ounces, it's going to be an extra like 30 cents per card. And these $2.95 cards are going to be a lot more worthwhile to ship. At this point, I'm just getting them out there. And getting them sold, burning through my backstock on these. And It may even make sense, honestly, at this point. I have enough listed for me to just go buy this less heavy loaders, or less heavy sleeves or mailers, and then keep the good ones for first class. Which I may do that soon. I need to do a big supply order sometime very near future. All right. And our next and final card sold for decent money. This is a good one. Jeanette, Pennsylvania. This is the Breaker Boys at lunch. And it's going to be hard to see, but it's a bunch of dudes hanging outside a mine eating lunch. Undivided back went to Miss Daisy Graves in Cupertino, California. We all know about Miss Daisy, don't we? That's the collection I bought for $200 back in August. And boy, oh boy, has that buy paid off in spades. Go. So that one gets a cardboard sandwich. It is going first class. Rooting for relics. Yes, I am still on hip postcards. I imported and they're synced. So when they sell on hip, they pull down off of eBay. And vice versa. And apparently hip postcard also pulls in sorry about that. Hit the back button on the wrong tab. So hip will pull in your sync automatically your listings, and it pulls in like cabinet cards now and trade cards, not just postcards. So honestly though, like I would not recommend doing hip until you're maybe like 5,000 or not even that. I would say even 1,000 or 2,000 on hip postcard. It is not a high volume thing. It pays for itself and a little bit for me. Also, it does not support standard envelope shipping, so buy some stamps. It doesn't require tracking on the site like hip does, so you can just send it however, which is nice. Hey Buster, I'll be right back. Oh, that's wet. Sorry about that. I had a couple of very, very wet package totes. We're almost done, believe it or not. This is, like I said, a very easy packing day. We've got Walt Disney's It's a Small World Golden Book and Record. Sold for $8.96, free ship. I picked this up from Goodwill Auctions in a rather large lot. I forget what I paid. Let's find out. Pretty sure I made all my money back already. On the Song of the South one that I purchased. All right, where's my... Oh, that's lame. They don't store any of your... They don't store any of your purchase history. That's a pain in the butt, honestly. I want to say... Yeah, you're right there, Relics. It is, totally. I want to say I paid $50 shipped on this. Yeah, this one came in... So I made my money back on that, on the Song of the South and the box that have both sold already. And I've sold a few more. And I've got some still to list. I should probably look into those today. My 45 stock is feeling light. I definitely got some room in them boxes. I need to buy another record collection is the truth. And I need to offload the rest of my collection in my garage. I need to get that somewhat straightened up and listed on Facebook Marketplace. Either that or I might just donate. I feel like I've kind of milked every dollar out of that thing I'm going to try to get. Although I might as well throw it on. It'll take me 10 minutes to put it on Facebook Marketplace for like $300. Somebody wants to come and take it away. Or maybe I'll do like 400 best offer. Save me the effort of having to move, lift another box of records. I don't want to do that right now. The last time I did it, the last 3 times I've done it, I've hurt my back. Records are freaking heavy. And people I know, you say, lift with your legs, lift with your legs. Yeah, you try deadlifting a box of records. Deadlifting a cardboard box of records that doesn't have any handles on it. All right, next up is our big sale of the day. Hooray! This is a 1953 Zippo Lighter. It's the Whitehead Stamping Company. It's a 16-hole, 5-barrel. If you know Zippos, you know what that means. You can date Zippos based on the date code on the back. Lucky for me, this one had it just printed right on the front. 1953. That made it real easy. Anyone want to take a stab at how much this sold for? No? Bueller? Oh, right. Gotta make sure this is... Oh, come on, Sarah. You totally cheated. I don't think that's supposed to get torn up. That's fine. Yep. So I, at an estate sale some time ago, I picked up this box of maps. I didn't know it was maps at the time. There was some interesting paper stuff in there, including this thing that's hanging up behind here. I haven't figured out what I want to do with it yet. I might try to cut it down, but I'll let you guys take a better look at it because I know it's hard to see. The colors don't come through real great, and obviously we've got some condition issues, but just look at the border on this thing. Like super Art Deco-y. And it's like an advertising pinup for wire products. It's got a signature down here, but it's torn. And this is on like an old like wallpaper almost material. I mean, I could probably cut out this part, right? But I'd lose the signature. It's printed by the Thide and Murphy. Our Murphy Company, 19... Oh, no, wait. That's not a date. Something B. Murphy Company, Red Corp, Iowa. Pretty badass. So that was in there, as well as some 1940 1940s U.S. Geological Survey and Army Corps of Engineers topographical maps. And I just listed about 30 of those yesterday. You can see them. Wait. There. There's the maps. See? So, yeah, just got done listing all of those yesterday. There's still some more upstairs I put into backstock so I can work on those later. But yeah, I listed about 30 of those, like $32 a piece. But there was a bunch of other little like gems in there, and some of them are like boat blueprints. That's why I'm checking these things before I'm tearing them. So there's like some. This one is a. Dated, but these are like the reason why I'm undecided is these are from when the guy was in high school. Like I don't want to tear these up because they're still kind of cool. I just don't know what to do with them. There's like you can't see, but it's pencil drawing. These are like traces, right? And this guy ended up working for the Army Corps of Engineers in World War II. So, I mean, they're cool, but I mean, I don't think they're going to have a value to somebody outside of like, hey, that's cool. So I don't know. What do you think? I've been thinking about putting together like a big ephemera lot for the Gringos auction. Maybe do something like that. I've sold a bunch of these. This is 1985. It's like those free entertainment guides you see it on at the airport. I ended up with a bunch of them. Couldn't tell you where I got them. But I've had about 10 or 12 that I've sold over the past year. And I keep finding them in my death pile, so I list them. And this one sold in under a week, so can't really argue with that. No? Nobody knows what I should do with the boat drawings. I'm gonna as the eternal optimist, just assume you're all working diligently away on your daily tasks. Not take it personally. All right, let's continue on. So what do you guys think I should do for Gringo's auction this week? Silent chat. Anyone got any ideas? Do you like the drunk the drunk drawer? Because I could do junk drawers for days. In fact, I may just put together a couple of them for just cause. Like, what do you guys want to see in those auctions? Because I know a lot of you watch those as well. Trunk auction here. No. Unless Cameron you want to come on and drink beer and auctioneer for us. I don't know if Cameron's still in here. I definitely don't think you want to see either me or Justin attempting to drunk auctioneer. I mean, you may want to see it, but it ain't going to go well. All right. Got a hat. I sold a hat. USS Forrest Sherman. This is a U.S. Coast Guard, I believe. Incorrect. It is Navy. My mistake. A lot of Navy and Coast Guard stuff shows up around here. I got it's actually on my channel, like in like the first 5 videos. I think. I know I was shooting, so this would have been like January, like random yard sale that I went to, or February, something like that. Or maybe not. Because I shot for like 6 months before I actually launched the channel. I was trying to get comfortable with the camera, which I'm glad I spent that time, because now I just babble to a webcam. Anyways, this sold for $13.95. I got a whole bin of these things for nothing. $15, I think I paid for a whole bin, and there was like duffel bags and some toys and some other stuff. So definitely made my money on that deal. This is going in a box. I just like to give it a bit of a vapor barrier. I find the 6x4x4 boxes to be ideal for shipping these things. Some people do the, if it's not like a super vintage hat, they'll do a air bubble under the brim, and then put it in a bubble manner, which I've done that before as well and didn't have a problem. But you know, we're all about the customer experience. Yes, I do. I've got quite a bit of Navy stuff listed right now. I always have Navy stuff listed. But a lot of it's one-off stuff, though. I find like challenge coins here. I find clothing. I find medals. I find, like, I've got a presentation thing to from like the 1950s to some captain. I find like Navy stuff shows up all the time here. Belt buckles. I think I have at least one Navy belt buckle up right now. Let's see what I've got. I'll look in the store. Instead of just trying to answer from memory, we'll give you actual answers. All right, here's what we got Navy-wise. Some of these are going to be postcards. World War II Navy Relief Society pin. Patch for the U.S. Naval Academy. Navy Library Steam Fitters Guide. Those are not Navy. Challenge coin for the deck plate leader. Navy Civilian Service pin. Southeast Challenge pin back. Some postcards. That doesn't really count. Of course, I got Navy postcards. World War I fossil log for the USS San Francisco. Dutton's navigation and plotting. Here's a Henry M. Jackson submarine hat. We've got a USS Louisville hat. That's just a navy blue thing. That doesn't count. World War II Navy Veterans Administration Certificate of Eligibility. I found a lot of Navy ephemera. There's the belt buckle. Here's the 1960s Gesselin wardroom officers. This is like a presentation thing. Silver plate. Like, it's like an officer presentation item. Kind of cool. Unusual, for sure. What else we got? Patches, some more patches. Here's a Desert Storm patch for the Navy F-15 squadron. So, yeah. There's the Navy stuff. Next up, easy peasy, Port Authority shirt. Extra large, sold for $12.54 plus shipping. Nice, easy sale. We like it. And then the only thing we got left is a record. So if it's a copyright claim, it's going to be a weird copyright claim. And then we're done. We'll have you out of here. Pretty darn quick today. What's cool is I can go to the flea market, I know for sure, like now that it's open again, and I can just go probably pick up patches all day long for 50 cents to $1 a piece. I can go down to the patches I picked up like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, like retail. Like I made my money back on those in like a week. All right, let's see if this gets us the copyright claim. We have one record going out and then we're done. It's a Lincoln album, Readings by Carl Sandburg. So I don't think we've ever done spoken word. Have we? A Lincoln album is what it's called. Isn't this the guy who like made a career off of just like reading? All right, so here's Walt Whitman's Portrait.
Wait, before you scroll away, you need to hear this. Republicans across the country are moving fast.
All right.
Walt Whitman, author of Leaves of Grass, prophet of the average man, crier of America as the greatest country in the world in the making, wrote to the New York Times in the summer of '63, I see the president almost every day, because I happen to live where he passed to or from the lodgings out of town. He always has a company of 25 or 30 cavalry, the sabers drawn and held upright over their shoulders. Mr. Lincoln generally rides a good-sized, easy-going gray horse. Is dressed in plain black, somewhat rusty and dusty, wears a black stiff hat, and looks about as ordinary in attire and so forth as the commonest man. I saw very plainly the president's dark brown face, with the deep cut lines, the eyes and so on, always, to me, with a deep, latent sadness in the expression. Sometimes the president comes and goes in an open barouche. The cavalry all accompany him with drawn sabers. None of the artists have caught the deep, though subtle and humorous expression of this man's face. They have only caught the surface. There's something else there. One of the great portrait painters of 2 or 3 centuries ago is needed. And this poet at Fredericksburg saw the mutilated and languishing on blankets, laid on the bare, frozen ground. Lucky if layers of pine or dry leaves were between the blankets and the hard clay. He wrote, no cots, seldom a mattress. I go around from one case to another. I do not see that I do much good to these wounded and dying, but I cannot leave them. Once in a while, some minister holds on to me convulsively. I do what I can for him.
Yeah, we don't need. This goes on for some time. We'll be here all day. We're not doing that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? That's it. I can't believe it. That was quick. 45 minutes for, I don't know, what, 13 things going out. And I was taking my time, pretty lackadaisical. I want to thank you all for watching. Blah, blah, blah. bell notification, blah, 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 subscribe, blah, 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 t-shirts and merch, blah, 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 buy me a coffee, blah, blah, blah. That's going to be it for today. Probably be doing this again tomorrow. I want to thank you all for joining. Hope you have a great day, and we'll catch you on the flippy flop.